Hello guys, how you doing? Guillaume here at Thomann, and I have the absolute pleasure to be with Alan, who's a product manager, designer, mastermind at Fender. Welcome, sir. Thank you very much for coming by.
Thank you very much.
And you brought some really exciting things here.
Yes. What we have is some samples of our new Vintera series that we're launching at NAMM this summer 2019. The Vintera series is really the vintage style guitars that we make in our Ensenada factory in Mexico. So you get beautiful guitars that are like the American original, but in a lower price point. And what we've done for the series, it used to be called the Classic Series.
Okay.
Now it's becoming Vintera Series.
Okay, yeah, because one of my main Strat is a classic 60s. So it's okay, I see.
Which would this would be the similar one. This is the Vintera 60 Strat.
Okay.
So kind of an overview of the whole series. What we did was we went through every guitar and said, what can we do here to make them better? One of the things you'll notice is that all the neck shapes have changed a little. Not the actual shape, but the thickness.
Yeah.
So on the 60s, you'll notice it's a C shape. On the 50s, Tele, a U shape, 50 Strat, soft V. And what we've done is made most of the necks a little bit thicker, okay? We looked at the custom shop and looked at some different not nut widths, but neck widths from the first fret to the 12th fret, and maybe made them a little bit thicker so they feel a lot more vintage. Okay. Another thing we've done is changed the neck tint. You'll notice that on some of the classic series, the neck tint got a little too orange and maybe not so realistic like a vintage. So we've made them a little bit more medium darkness, very nice. We've also upgraded the pickups. So every set has been revoiced to be a little bit more era-specific. So you'll notice that you actually have a modified Strat there, but you'll notice that on the 50s pickups, the magnets are beveled, and they're using not enamel, formvar wire in the 50s. And then it changes to enamel wire when you get to the 60s. So each 50s, 60s, 70s model has very era-specific pickups. So they sound, you know, a little bit brighter in the 50s, a little bit more mid-range in the 60s. And you can really tell the difference now. When you play a 50 Strat, a 60 Strat, or a 70 Strat, the tone is very distinctive for each era. One additional point is there's 21 different models. So we have Strats, Teles, P-basses, Jazz basses. We've added a Mustang and a Mustang bass. There's Jaguars, Jazz Masters. There's 21 models, but 6 of them are modified to have better playability. And this is what you have here is a Vintera 50 Strat modified. On the modified models, they have a little bit skinnier neck, more like an American standard profile, and it's a modern C. 9.5-inch radius and jumbo frets. So the modified models play a little bit more like a modern, but they still have the beautiful vintage look, and the pickups are just a tad bit hotter for the modified.
Okay. That's awesome. All right, so let's start with this one. So 50s, you said?
This is a Vintera 50 Strat modified.
All right, let's see how it sounds first, and then we'll go over it.
Great.
Awesome.
So it has that sound.
Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah, the modified versions of these models in the Vintera series play like a dream. You'll notice that instead of gloss, the modified version has satin. It's 9.5-inch radius with medium jumbo frets. It's got the hotter 50s set of pickups, so you'll notice the magnets are beveled. They're Alnico 5 magnets on the pickups. Also, there's a special switch here, the S1 switch on the volume knob. And what that does is it adds the neck pickup in when you're on position 1 or 2. So you can get the Tele-style bridge and neck, and then when you're in the middle position, if you push that in, you get all 3. So 2 extra tones.
Okay, so just a bridge.
Now you get bridge and neck.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
All right. And I just saw that, locking tuners.
Yes. Now on the 50s modified, you get a set of Clouson looking but locking tuners. And also the bridge is a 2-point tremolo, so it's a little bit smoother and a little bit better tuning stability. So very modified, but still looks like a 50s Strat.
Feels like, plays like a dream.
Yeah, very fun.
All right, 50s modified.
Yes.
What's next?
This one is, if you want to plug this in and play, this is a Vintera 60s Strat. So this is the more vintage style model. So you'll notice that the magnets are no longer beveled. They're still Alnico 5. It's got a kind of a thick C shape, 60 style C. And then it's 7 1/4 radius, vintage style. Vintage frets, obviously a vintage style trem.
So everything's historically accurate.
Yes, more like a real vintage spec with a gloss back neck, vintage tuners, everything. And you'll notice that even though this is the vintage spec, still plays like a dream.
All right,
and I think you're going to enjoy this one as well.
That.
You'll notice the pickups are probably a tad bit mid-rangier and maybe not quite as hot.
This was amazing. The playability was obviously right there with the jumbo frets and the satin neck. But this really feels like my 60s.
Yeah.
It really just okay.
So this is what we've done. We made the neck shapes a little bit more vintage, a little tiny bit thicker. The neck tint is a little nicer. Also, in the Vintera series, we're offering, gosh, probably 20 or more different vintage colors now. Now, these you said are some of your favorites, Daphne Blue and Surf Green.
Yes.
But we're also choosing some colors we haven't used in several years on the Classic series. For the Vintera series, we're using Burgundy Mist, Seafoam Green, Ice Blue Metallic. We've developed a beautiful mocha for the 70s Strat and the 70s Teles. We have Vintage Blonde. So all sorts of colors that we haven't, Fire Mist Gold, Inca Silver. So a lot of different vintage colors that we haven't used in quite a while, so I think you'll find that it's a beautiful array of guitars.
This is brilliant. I have nothing against the 2-tone sunburst, the 3-tone sunburst, but like this is just
the custom colors.
This is just too cool.
Yeah. It's fun, right?
Oh, it is, absolutely is. Okay, what's next in line?
Well, let's look at a Tele. So I'll give this one to you. This is the Vintera 50s Tele modified, okay? So, as I said, 6 of the 21 models are modified. This is basically what you know now as the classic player Baja Tele.
Okay.
Okay, so this becomes the Vintera 50s Tele modified. Nice. So this doesn't have a modern C, it actually has a very thick, soft V.
It's a big neck.
Yeah,
it's a big,
thick, soft V,
neck.
but it is satin on the back, 9.5-inch radius with medium jumbo frets, a vintage style brass saddle bridge, a brand new, these are custom shop pickups just like on the Baja Tele, okay? So vintage custom shop here and a twisted Tele. And then it has some other nice features on the modified Tele, a 4-way switch for parallel or series. Nice. You can choose when both pickups are on. And then this allows you to have an out-of-phase sound if you want to do some funky stuff. So when both pickups are on and you push that in, it's out of phase.
All right. Both pickups is then position 2 and 3.
4. Position 2 and 4. So it would be bridge pickup, then middle pickup, then both. The bridge pickup, then both pickups, then the neck pickup, then series with both pickups.
Okay, so technically I should be on the neck pickup. This is awesome.
Why don't you try pushing the button now, and these will be out of phase now. You can hear it's a little bit honkier.
Always on position.
Now that's in series, and if you push the button in, now they're in series and out of phase.
Okay. bit too much reverb there. This is okay. It's going to take a minute so I can wrap my head around everything that this does.
Yeah, it sounds like so. There's 4 positions, and then 2 of them can go out of phase. So maybe 6 different tones.
Oh man, this is a lot of a guitar.
Yeah, it's a very flexible guitar, very fun to play. If you prefer the chunkier neck, I actually like a bigger neck.
Okay.
Because it fills my hand better, it feels more comfortable, and it's satin. So this is just a bass playing instrument.
And it's still quite pronounced. You feel
it's kind of a soft V, yeah. Now this is designed, the Baja models were designed by Chris Fleming from the Custom Shop, and so we kept the model, now it's just called the Modified. So what we modified was actually the satin neck and choosing some new colors here. Otherwise it's essentially just like a Baja, beautiful playing, very flexible as you heard, with the Custom Shop pickups.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, that's a fun one. Surf green.
Yeah, I started this conversation by asking, is you a Strat guy or a Tele guy? And like, I'm obviously a Strat guy, but I've always found Teles to do everything, but still, you don't have as many options with it.
Yeah.
And this plays wonderfully, and you have...
You might want to take some time and play this one.
I will. Okay, you've got another one for me.
Yes. This is the Vintera 70s Tele Custom.
I kind of want to stop on this.
Yeah.
This is so cool. Okay, this is... Wait. Oh, yeah, 2 volumes.
That's
Sorry.
right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. This has changed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it has. Okay. Yeah. So, like I said, we revoiced all the pickups for all the guitars in the Vintera series, except maybe the 50s Tele Modified. We kept the Custom Shop.
Okay.
But Tim Shaw, who's our pickup guru, helped us go through each decade and make them more 50s, more 60s, more 70s. So this is no exception. He revoiced the 70s single coil here, and the wide range humbucker has been revoiced. We don't have Cuneife anymore. A true wide range humbucker has Cuneife magnets, where the slugs are actually magnets. The screws were the pole pieces, they're actually magnets. We don't have that material anymore. It doesn't exist. So what we've done here is revoice the pickup just so it sounds like a beautiful sort of PAF style humbucker under the wide range cover. This has a very nice warmth and clarity to it, and very nice string to string balance.
I love it.
Now this one is not a modified model, a vintage style, so it's kind of a slim C-neck, gloss finish, Pau Ferro fretboards. We don't have rosewood on this series, all Pau Ferro for the darker boards, and that is 7 1/4 radius with vintage frets. It's the traditional 3-bolt with the micro tilt from the 70s. Yeah. That's a nice touch. The 70s style tuners, the F stamp tuners. That's a very vintage 70s thing. So again, the neck shapes have changed, upgraded pickups, better neck tints, beautiful colors. This is Fiesta Red, one of my favorites. Oh, yeah. But they just sound a little more realistic now for each decade. Very fun to play. And you make them sound wonderful, by the way.
Thank you. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to take this one.
Yeah.
No, but you can't fly back with all of them, can you?
No. Okay. We can leave these here, I think, so you can play with them.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for stopping by, taking the time, and I'm very grateful that I get to see these early on. I
think you'll enjoy them.
I think I will. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. This was Alan from Fender with the Vintera series, and it's good. And I've been Guillaume at Thomann. Thank you very much, and see you soon.